All right, kind of an interesting story for you guys today. Cowboys legend, NFL Hall of Famer, and current employee of the NFL Network, Michael Irvin, has been taken off of the Super Bowl coverage this week in Arizona. He will no longer be covering the Super Bowl for the NFL Network, and this comes from an alleged misconduct incident that apparently took place in the hotel Sunday night in Arizona just before the coverage of the Super Bowl was starting for them. I mean, Mike was on the coverage Monday in the evening on the start of the Super Bowl week. So he was on air after this alleged incident. He has now been forced to change hotels and was taken off of all Super Bowl coverage. And honestly, he said he is quite flabbergasted by the entire situation. I mean, I know Mike doesn't have the cleanest past. The stories from the 90s Cowboys are absolutely wild. And he's had some other allegations more recently, but he was cleared of all those things. So this is kind of a he said, she said situation. Just a very awkward story. But Michael Irvin was flabbergasted. He gave some comments the other day. He was talking about it. The NFL and the woman have not got into the full details, but Mike just said, honestly, he was baffled with it all. He said this happened like in a 45-second conversation. You know, he got back from going out. Now, obviously, him going out, him drinking, hanging out with the boys, you don't necessarily quite know what you say or how you come off. He's an older guy. He's kind of flamboyant. You know that. He's all out there. I could see possibly some bad things happen, but he said, you know, he just talked to somebody, talked to this girl. He didn't even know her, only had a 45-second conversation, shook hands and left. He doesn't even remember what the conversation was, to tell you the truth. Just a, hey, how's it going? What's up? He really wasn't sure. So he's totally perplexed by this. And this is just, it is a weird situation. You don't necessarily know. Did he say something inappropriate? Maybe he gave her a hug or something. He didn't even realize it. You just don't know. I mean, Mike's been known to party. So Mike could have been out partying way harder than a normal person. And you just never know. I mean, he's been working with the NFL Network since 2009. He's a great analyst. He's one of the best parts of the game day coverage. So it's really unfortunate we're not going to get to see him. But hopefully this all gets cleared up. And hopefully it's just nothing. Maybe it was just a misunderstanding. Nothing too good. Because you hate to see it, harassment. And you hate to see it the other way, where false accusations against somebody to get a payday, quick pay cut, destroy somebody's reputation. You don't want to see that. But he gave another interview to the fan, and he said when he came into the hotel, they asked him what he did, and he said, I just went straight to the room, but I guess I had met somebody in the lobby, talked to somebody in the lobby for about a minute, then I went to my room, and then after I got up there, they said I had to move me to a different hotel. And he said, move my hotel for what? And they said, well, last night you walked in, you talked to somebody. He said, I didn't talk to anybody. I went straight to the room and then showed it. And then they showed it on camera. And I did talk to somebody. I talked to this girl for about a minute. I don't know what. They didn't show it to me. They told it to me. I didn't see it. But that's why they moved me. Because I guess the girl said I said something with her within that minute that we talked about. And then so they moved me. That's crazy talk right there. If he doesn't even remember the conversation, maybe that would lead you to believe that he was a little bit more drunk than he would lead on. He had quite too few men. He doesn't remember. Or it was such a a thing you don't even register. I'm sure he's having a million short conversations with a million people. He is a celebrity. He is a Hall of Famer. He was the man back for those Cowboy dynasties. So a very odd situation, but he has had allegations in the past. Like I said before, this stems from like a 2014 incident with a makeup artist for the NFL Network. Now, there were a lot of people named in this, and several people, including Marshall Faulk, were let go immediately, and Mike wasn't let go. So he was pretty much cleared on all of this stuff. There was a really bad situation. I mean, lots of people were fired. You know, Donovan McNabb, Eric Davis, but Heath Evans, Ike Taylor, not Mike, though. So that pretty much says he was cleared from all wrongdoings in this situation, because the NFL wants to keep a squeaky clean image, especially with their NFL Network employees. So I'm going to lean on the side of Mike here. Maybe it's just a complete misunderstanding. I don't quite know, but man, a very strange story. It's a shame he's not going to be there to cover Super Bowl 57. Always great stuff. But let me know what you guys think in the comments below. What's the whole situation? Who's it right? Who's it wrong? Is it just a complete misunderstanding? Maybe Mike did step out of bounds, but let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Like this video, subscribe to the channel if you're not already, share this video with your friends, and I'll see y'all tomorrow.